Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Good morning and welcome back to First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorials. Today we have another ACHA Men's Division III matchup as the Cal U Vulcans will take on the Penn State Harrisburg Nittany Lions. I'm Aaron Norkovikas of UPJ Hockey here with Patrick Mitchell of UPJ TV. And Patrick, last night we sought to see both of these teams in action as the Vulcans were able to take down Penn State in a 5-4 overtime game, and we saw Penn State Harrisburg fall 3-2 to UPJ. What are some key takeaways that you saw from both teams in those games?
Well, Cal had a 4-0 lead in the very early stages of the third period that we saw go away about halfway through. The first goal for the opposition was scored, and then they just chipped away, did Penn State, ending up with a late power play game-tying goal. Thankfully for the Vulcans, they were able to get a goal about a minute into the overtime period and come away with both points and all the valuable points. But then the game afterwards, your squad on the ice, avenging their loss from the previous night, a 3-2 victory. Again, going up a goal, going down a goal, taking the lead, having the lead taken away, getting the lead back was huge. Not only getting the lead back from going down 1-0 early, but then getting it back twice, keeping that lead, keeping the intensity up, ramping up the intensity, and making sure that a second loss in this showcase was not going to happen.
Yeah, and we saw this Penn State Harrisburg team score 2 shorthanded goals last night. There are only 2 goals of the game, and being in that locker room, I know giving up those shorthanded goals, it's a very difficult feeling, and when you're tied 2-2 going into the third period and both of them are on shorthanded goals, you kind of have that sense of doubt, but the fellas did a good job last night of staying with the game, and Harrisburg did as well. Harrisburg was very fast, very physical team, and they gave UPJ a good run for their money. Obviously, they beat UPJ earlier in the season 3-2 with a goal with 8 seconds left in regulation, and UPJ returned the favor. And going back to the Cal U game last night, they had the 4-1 lead with just under 6 minutes left, and Penn State was able to tie the game with 1:41. Obviously, Hunter Hodgson was able to get that overtime winner and save the day. But if you're Cal U, you're just kind of hoping that if you get an early lead today, you hold on to it. And we will take you to our PA announcer for today's starting lineups.
From Middletown, Pennsylvania, the Penn State Harrisburg Lions. Here are today's starters for Penn State Harrisburg under the direction of head coach Christian Moore. At forward, number 11, Peyton Smith. At forward, number 43, Andrew Zabolski. At forward, number 98, Justin Yothers. On defense, number 18, Luke Schmelzer. Also on defense, number 28, Nicholas Wilson. And starting in goal for Penn State Harrisburg, number 3, Jason Soul. And now, introducing the home team, wearing red and black. Let's hear it for your California Vulcans! Here are today's starters for California under the number 10, Mike Vasco. Also on defense, number 55, LJ Crouch. And starting goal for California, number 33, Dominic Zavola. And now, to honor America and those who have served her, please direct your attention towards the flag on the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
And we are back, and as you heard, the PA announcer for Calu's starting lineup will be Crouch, Vasco on defense with Mankulich, Evans, and Grundon with Zavola protecting the cage. And in Penn State, they'll have Jason Soule and net, the senior goaltender from Philadelphia. They'll have their captain with a goal last night, Andrew Zabalski. They will have on the wing number 98, Justin Yothers. Number 57, Blake Hansen. Number 11, Peyton Smith. And number 28, DJ Noss. So those will be your starting lineups for tonight. And if you're Penn State, you're just looking for the hot start. You got that first period goal yesterday against Pitt Johnstown. You led after one yesterday, and that's just kind of the theme that you're trying to stick with tonight if you're Penn State Harrisburg.
Yeah, I think the game plan for them is if you do get that first early goal, make sure you hang on to that lead as they did through the end of the first period. That was a difference maker. But making sure that if you do get that early goal, keep the foot on the gas. Don't allow your opposition into the game, because we've seen these Vulcans let up some goals as they did their first game yesterday afternoon. Again, they started out.
And they score already! Penn State, Harrisburg on the first shot of the game, it's Peyton Smith. Top of the left circle, takes a shot past Zavola, and Zavola didn't even look like he was ready for the shot. And Penn State Harrisburg, just 15 seconds into this game, has an early 1-0 lead. And we saw this yesterday with Calu giving up the early goal. Obviously, the first goal of the game did not count yesterday, but there's no doubt in my mind that that one is going to count right now.
I definitely counted, and you said that netminder was ready. I wasn't ready. I'm looking up at the score. Yeah, I see 19:45, 15 seconds off the clock. And we already have the first shot and first goal of this game. And I wonder if that's going to be a tale of how this game's going to go. But obviously time will tell.
It's almost like they heard us say that they needed to get the first goal here today. Unbelievable start if you're Penn State Harrisburg, and you have to be so ecstatic after that. But Penn State with the icing, so we will have a face-off down in the Penn State Harrisburg zone to the right of Soule.
Yeah, barring any answer from the Vulcans, this has to be a phenomenal start for Penn State here. Exactly what they're looking for. Again, early start, not necessarily thinking about scoring the first 15 seconds, but they'll obviously take it nonetheless.
Puck picked up now by Kapowski of Calu. He takes the puck through the neutral zone. He's going to drop it for Zito. Zito fumbles the puck. Smith now. He finds Yothers. Yoder's looking for Sobalski. He's first on the puck in the corner, pressured by Evans. It's Yoder, Zabalski, Evans, and Kapowski battling in the corner. Kapowski chips it up to Zito. He can't get it past the defender. Tiernan now, he chips it out of the Cal U zone, and good heads-up play there by Penn State Harrisburg defenseman to not touch that puck for too many men. So we'll leave it for his defenseman. He skates the puck up. Lucido with a nice stick there to strip him of the puck and send it back down deep into the Harrisburg zone. Lindsay now advances it to Smith. Smith shot blocked by Cobb. Smith reverses the puck. Zavola had no idea where it was. They wrap it around. Zavola makes a save, and another save there by Zavola on Jacob Huang. And Penn State Harrisburg there almost with another break. That puck popped back out. Zavola was looking over the right shoulder, and we saw them score a goal like that last night against UPJ, where goaltender Matt Page was looking over one shoulder, and that puck somehow just bounced to the front of the net, and he had no idea where that puck was. A very similar moment right there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Page last night. Yeah, I saw that puck bounce in front of the net, behind the net, then came back out in front, and Page's eyes were the opposite direction where that puck was, unfortunately. Up here in the booth, my hands are on my head. It's just not much he could do there. Again, your vision's kind of blinded with that mask on in between when you're in the cage. So, yeah, nearly a great opportunity for Penn State there. Couldn't get it at one end, tried to wrap around, no good.
Cobb now goes across the Nebel. Nebel flips through the neutral zone to Ness. Lucido chips the puck in deep. Ness is first on it, turns it over. Puck will come out to the neutral zone to Vasco. Vasco now takes it into the Harrisburg zone. Cooley now tries to reverse it down low. Picked up once again by Harrisburg. Levander now tries to find St. John. He can't. McConchy now goes through the zone. Good stick there by Evans. Oh, and a great save by Zavola, and it's in front. It's still loose. They score! Number 44. And Penn State Harrisburg to an early 2-0 lead before Cal U even put a shot on net. And that rebound just sat in front of the net, and nobody picked it up, and it goes right through the legs of Zavola.
Yeah, second, third, fourth chance there for the Nittany Lions. Able to put that one through for their second goal of the game on, 6 shots, 2 goals inside 3 minutes of this game. Penn State came out hot, came out feisty, and they've got the Vulcans on their heels and then some to start this one.
Vasco now to Crouch, finds Evans. Evans' pass gets picked off, back to Crouch. Crouch puts the puck in deep, referees wave off icing. That goal was scored by Caleb Corver. Corver now moves it up the ice. Vasco tries to get it down in deep, and he can. First on the puck, it's Grundon. He does a nice job of getting that puck off there, but good stick there by Soul. And Coolidge tries to center the puck, but he can't. Wadsworth's shot gets blocked by Crouch. Vasco now trying to battle for the puck. He gets it back. He finds Grundon. Grundon looking for Vasco, just a high pass. Vasco chip at the puck, and he will go out of play for a whistle. And 4 minutes into this game, it's 2-0 Harrisburg. Shots are 6-1, and safe to say that this one has been all Penn State Harrisburg so far in the first 4 minutes.
I mentioned after that second goal, I think the message out of the locker room to come out fast, come out with your elbows out, make sure your presence is known. I think the Penn State presence is known and then some in just the first 4 minutes of its opening frame.
And if there's one thing that we should know about this weekend is it is the weekend of comebacks. We've seen almost every single game this weekend, and almost any time whoever scores the first goal has struggled to win the game this weekend as of late. So if you're Cal U, do not get too discouraged. It happened to them last night, happened to Pitt Johnstown on Friday night. Pitt Johnstown came back on Harrisburg last night, so anything can happen in a hockey game.
And I was going to say, it even happened to this Harrisburg team on opening night. They were down 2 goals early. They were able to climb their way back into the game a couple times into that one. So, yeah, no lead is safe in any game so far this weekend. And that's, I think it's a big message for at least the Vulcans here, is not to be discouraged. They definitely got the talent and then some to be able to get their way back in the game. They know they can. They just got to make sure that they don't let up and don't give up early here.
Puck now back down into the Penn State Harrisburg zone. It'll be chased down by Schleimer. Schleimer now advances it up. Tiernan will pick it off in the neutral zone. Evans now makes a move around 2 defensemen. Looks for ball. Ball can't control it. Peyton Smith now will reverse back into his own end. Harrisburg with D and dump it in. It'll be Ness on the puck first. Peyton Smith now, he gets that puck down back below the goal line, and Ball picks it up. He tries to go up the same wall. He can't get it up, and Zavola will take that shot and cover it up with ease. And if you're Dom Zavola right now, you have the first shot of the game. You have one go through your 5-hole. What's going through your head right now, and how do you just keep yourself composed to not just be in your head right now? Because as somebody who's played goalie before, it is a very mental position, and you need to be in the mental headspace to be able to stop that puck.
Well, I think the first shot, there's not much you can do about that. That was just a ripper over the shoulder. Second one, as he makes a save there, the second shot was just pushed in, shoved in after a close rebound that didn't go out very far. So just being able to secure that 5-hole a little more. But again, what we're going to want to see from him is those first, second, third blocks and the saves. They're going to build the confidence they can have that will eventually build on for the rest of the game.
And Ness now with the block shot. Nebel's trying to get it up to Ness. Ness has a breakaway. He's going to get tracked down, though, by Penn State. Kaib now deep in the Penn State zone. He looks for Ness back door. Ness shoots it off the outside of the net. Lucido now working below the goal line, trying to make some moves. He can't stay with it. It's Yoder's. Kaib hits it off of Yoder's, back down to Penn State. Zabalski now. Caillou gets it down in deep of the Penn State zone. Penn State turns it right over to Cooley. Cooley gives it right back. Harrisburg goes D with it. You'll see them trying to get it down in deep, but they can't. Evan Sarakowski with the hit. Harrisburg takes it around their own, or Caillou net. Coley with the stick. St. John tries to reverse it. Coley takes a tumble there. Puck kept in there on the blue line. Harrisburg goes D. Shot blocked there by Sarakowski on the point. Penn State sticks with it. Trying to work the puck low to high, but they can't. Nice strip there by Evan Sarakowski. Zambowski whiffs on the pass, goes to Sarakowski. Sarakowski goes back. Kaib now tries to work it up the same wall. He can't get it out. Harrisburg works the puck back down low. Working below the goal line, now low to high. And a shot block there by Owen St. John. Puck goes back, and glove save there made by Zavola. Sarakowski now. He can't find the puck, and St. John takes a hard hit there off the pass from Sarakowski. And he looks a little shaken up after that. Battle in the neutral zone for the puck. It's a multitude of bodies down there. As they come in and take the shot, and that shot gets blocked by Crouch and out of play. And we saw a little bit there of a hospital pass, as some might say, there by Sarakowski on St. John. And St. John may have gotten the worst of it there on that one. Very unfortunate for Owen St. John, but he got right back up. He goes to the bench, and I'm sure that will not be the last time we see Owen St. John.
No, tough kid he is. Tough kid. And again, part of the physicality side of hockey. These guys spend their whole lives, beefing themselves up and taking shots and big hits. He'll probably have bigger hits as the longer his career goes on, collegiately or further. Probably take a couple breaths, maybe take a little bit of extra time to recoup till his next shift.
And, we saw yesterday with how good that lineup played, of that combination of him, Chase Evans, and Ivan Minkulich. They were absolutely dominant last night. And they score again! Penn State, Harrisburg is able to get another goal. And another shot that goes past the glove of Zavola. I believe that's Warfel, and that's his second of the game. 2 goals on 2 shots, and we've said it multiple times this weekend, but Warfel was on hat-trick watch already. Probably shouldn't be saying that with how many times we said it about Hooks this weekend and how many times he wasn't able to get it done for UPJ.
I wanted to ask him last night, I was like, what else does he need to do, man? 2 games, both on Hattie watch. Again, credit to him, and credit to Warfel. Yeah, again, now 30 goals for the Nittany Lions in 10 shots in the first half of the opening period is remarkable start for these guys. And now again, the story of the weekend has been the comeback. How does the rest of the game play out? Do we see another comeback, or do we see the Vulcans? I don't want to say squander this away, or do we see Harrisburg really take it to Cal and not let them get back into this one? Do they grow that lead? Do they just really lock down on defense?
Shot pass goes wide there. Evans now finds Tiernan. Tiernan can't get it out. Penn State there battling with their own players as they go D2D in the offensive zone. Shot put on there, but blocked by Ball. Ball now, he'll advance to the neutral zone. He'll chip it in deep. And one thing I can tell you is that this Penn State Harrisburg team is a hard team to score goals on. We've played them twice this year. We've only scored 5 goals, and they have good goalies and they have really good defensemen. So if you're Cal U, you can't get discouraged. Even if you don't get one this period, you just got to keep chipping away at this defense, because eventually they will break down. We've seen it, but they are very hard to score on. But once you get them to break down, they will break down, and you will find the back of the net. So just very important for Cal U to try to stay as positive as you can. And remember, they were the ones yesterday who they blew the lead, so they know that this stuff can happen. And we still have a lot of hockey left to play today.
Yeah, there's still pretty much 2.5 periods left to play, yeah. I think that's definitely going to be the message going into the locker room. Whether it's 3-0 or if they get a goal back, whatever the score is, regardless, the message should be, again, keep your head up. You still have plenty of game left. You have the talent and the ability to get back into this game. Just don't let your emotions get the better of you. Don't let yourself get too down on yourself. And just, play your brand of hockey that the Vulcans know, that have been so successful game in, game out. And you'll be able to get yourself back into this one, no problem.
That puck gets sent in deep there by Myler. Kaib now works with the Zambrowski, who finds Nebel. That puck kept in there by Zabalski. He can't keep it, though. Nebel now. Nebel's going to come in 1-on-4. He's going to try to work through the middle there. He gets knocked down. No call on the play. Oh, no stick there. 2-on-1 with no stick, and he's going to not be able to make the play. Zambrowski keeps it, and they're going to be offsides there. And nifty little play there by Peyton Smith. No stick going for the 2-on-1. Why not?
I was really thinking we were going to see some, some soccer passes there with the skates. But yeah, impressive play nonetheless to get that far without a stick. I really thought we might see, trying to see some, some kicks or something like that, trying to advance the puck to his winger, streaking up on the near side. But no. The other thing I was noticing, and it's also been a story of the weekend, not just the comebacks, but also the referees and the linesmen here, letting these boys play. Physicality has been at an all-time high, and whistles few and far between for penalties.
Well, as you say it, Vasco draws a penalty there off the nice move. He gets taken down, and Penn State player in the corner maybe a little shaken up. And we saw Janik last night make the nice move against Cal U for not a goal, but then scored afterwards. And there's Vasco right there doing the exact same move and drawing a penalty. And Cal U now with a great opportunity to get 1 goal, and you get one and you never know what happens. You can start chipping away from that. And we said that last night with that in the Penn State game, is you just need 1. Sometimes you get 1 and it wakes everybody up.
Yeah, you need that one, and here's a great opportunity for them to get that one with the man advantage here.
Ness now on the faceoff. He wins it back to Vasco. Caillou switching up this power play look here with Cole Evans instead of Hunter Hodgson on power play. Lucido now, he takes a shot, he scores! Matt Lucido on the first shot of the power play takes the shot and gets it over the glove of Sol. Nice little passing play there by Lucido and Nebel as Lucido gives it to Nebel. Nebel right back, and Lucido with a great shot over the glove there.
We were just saying this is the opportunity for the Cal Vulcans to get back into this one. All you need is a man advantage. Took advantage of that, not just, I don't know, off that opening draw. They won it and were able to keep it in the zone and then get a shot. And yeah, Lucido buries it in over the glove of the Penn State netminder. Now you get that one goal back. Momentum shift potentially. I don't want to say yet, but Cal Vulcans got their first goal, got the goose egg off the board. Now I've got some confidence to play with and try and get back into this one.
Harrisburg now, they have a chance to roll, and there was that hat trick shot right there. Just wide though. Evans now, he's gonna stay with the puck. Evans tries to advance it into the Harrisburg zone, he can't. Avery ball now. Tries to advance it up, he can't. Harrisburg now coming in one-on-one, he takes a shot over the net. Goal scored by Lucido, assisted by Vasco and Nebel. Here comes Grundon. Grundon throws one on, and Sol will take that and cover it very easily. And you're Caillou, you have the goal. What are you doing now? Are you just throwing pucks on net, or are you gonna take your time and pick your chances when you have them?
You got the first one off the board, so that's a big weight lifted off of their shoulders. But I think this time is when you start being, I would say, get a little more strategic. You don't want to just take any chance you have, just to, dump pucks in. Obviously, the more time you test the goalie, the better. But now that you got that first one off the board, now you can start working on the comeback. And if you get some you give some grade A chances, obviously take them. But you don't just want to be, willy-nilly throwing, shots in. You want to set up set some players up for some good shots that are going to be advantageous to you.
Harrisburg now working it below the Caillou goal line. They look to find the guy in the slot. They can't. Tiernan picks it off. Tiernan looking for Zito. They can't connect. This puck will go down for icing. And we talked yesterday a lot about how fast the pace of the game was, and there wasn't a lot of whistles. Seems like it's quite the opposite already. 4 goals, and seems like a lot of whistles so far to start this first period with 3-1 with 7:34 left in this first period. And still a lot of time left for Caillou to be able to mount the comeback here. Shots are 10-4 in favor of Penn State Harrisburg, as this faceoff is to the right of Zavola. Faceoff one back. Harrisburg possesses. Tiernan with a nice play to chip that puck out of play. And 4 seconds later, another whistle.
Yeah, the story of the first game yesterday afternoon was definitely the pace of play that was ramped up to, I think, 15 maybe. Yeah, whistles few and far between for penalties or icing or any kind of just stoppage of play. Very much different here. But again, I think the other thing to note is Cal on a breakaway.
Oh, it's Zito. Zito, his shot get blocked away by Sol. Tiernan now, he picks the puck up. He has time and space. He's going to find Zabalski. Zabalski's shot, it gets blocked. Caillou working down low. Penn State now trying to advance through neutral zone. Zabrowski with a nice play. Tiernan finds Kapuska. Kapuska's shot gets blocked there by Lindsay. Here comes Penn State Harrisburg now through the neutral zone. Good stick there by Zambrowski. Zambrowski, he able to battle it off, and whistle there by referee Stalls. He's yelling at Nick Zito there to let go of Harner, and they are not too happy. We can hear the referees and the players yelling at each other right now. And Nick Zito, number 78, he was a former Ice Cat and a good friend of mine. I know, playing against him too, I know that he's down there, he's getting in their faces, he's letting them know, hey, I'm gonna be here all night. If you wanna play this game, you're gonna have to deal with me. And that's what Nick Zito brings to the table. He's a good player, he can score goals, but he will be in your face. he will be agitating you all night.
It looks like he agitated more than just Penn State there. I heard one of the linesmen. I think the his benefit entertainment-wise is a very
battle in front there. Zavola, he's sitting on the puck. Good save there by Zavola, and Vasco and St. John defending their goalies. Peyton Smith there with the little poke check afterwards, and shot from the point there. Gets gloved down by Zavola, but he wasn't able to contain it. Good job there to make that rebound save on Zabalski and Smith.
It was after that previous stoppage of play. Obviously, one of the linesmen not too happy with one of the Vulcans there.
Oh, right off the face-off, another whistle.
Referee not happy with that face-off. Looks like we'll go once more.
Zabalski versus St. John on the draw. Zabalski wins it back to his defenseman. He's going to find Yothers. Yothers going to work it low, look for Zabalski. He can't. Vasco there with a nice move on Smith. He'll flip it out to the neutral zone. Vasco again with the puck. He's going to turn back into his own end. Vasco looks for Lavender. That puck goes all the way down there, ice, but no icing as it was touched by the Harrisburg defenseman. Soul out to play it. Crouch now. Goes D-to-D with Vasco. Vasco's going to send that puck in deep. Lavander's going to try to throw the hit there, and Crouch keeps it in on the blue line. His shot goes wide. Puck flipped out of the zone there by Harrisburg. Zabalski trying to work St. John. St. John with a nice move there to get into the offensive zone, but stood up on the blue line there by the Harrisburg defenseman. St. John works it up to Vasco. Vasco looking, tries to give it back to St. John. He can't. Now it's Peyton Smith and Zabalski coming in on a 2-on-1. Smith, Zabalski to Smith. Smith, great back check there by Cole Evans, and Smith is not able to get the shot off. Puck stays in. Oh, now taken out to the neutral zone by Harrisburg.
Yeah, we nearly saw a 4-1 lead there from Penn State. But yeah, the back check there, the D-line for the Vulcans being the difference maker there, and keeping the puck from getting any closer to the net.
As Blake Hansen will touch that puck going off sides, and we will have another face-off outside of the zone. And you can see Stahl and Mike Vasco there having a conversation right in front of our bench. Can't quite hear what they're saying, but Vasco does not seem too pleased with something. And it's just important for Caillou not to let this frustration just settle in right now.
Like I said, cooler heads prevail. And again, one thing that I would like to see from Cal, as we mentioned, is they were trying to get that first goal. That they've got the first goal, make sure they are level-headed through this game. Don't give up any mistakes, and don't let mistakes cost a potential comeback in this one.
Yep. Shot put on there by Evans, and tipped by Lucido. Soul will cover it. 3-1 Penn State Harrisburg with 4:40 left in this first period, as we'll have a face-off to the left of Soul. So he'll take a sip of water. It's the Vulcans' first line of Ness, Nebel, and Lucido. Lucido will hit the referee with the shot. Pick it back up. Nebel now. Nebel finds Ness. Tries to go back across to Lucido. His puck gets poked by Soul. Lucido now chips it back down low to Nebel. He can't possess it. Ness now. He can't possess the hard rim. Nice play there by Evans to break up that pass, but it's Hansen. Hansen's going to take a shot. He's going to shoot it wide. Lucido there with a nice play. Hansen again working the corner. He finds Lindsay. Lindsay goes D-to-D. That shot gets tipped up over the net. Cole Evans now, he gets tripped up, and we will have another penalty here, and Caillou's going back to the power play. This ever so dangerous Caillou power play. We talked about it yesterday. The Caillou power play was able to score the overtime winner. They get one now. They get one earlier in this game, and now they have a chance with Hansen going to the box for a trip on Cole Evans.
Yes, again, great opportunity for the Vulcans here, already converting on their first power play, looking to do the same in their second here, and cut the lead down to just one in the opening frame.
Caillou once again going with the unit of Ness, Nebel, Lucido, Cole Evans, and Mike Vasco. No Hunter Hodgson on the power play today, as we saw yesterday. Ness wins that faceoff back to Vasco.
Penn State Harrisburg penalty.
Vasco looks for Evans. He can't control it. Able to keep it in there. Lucido now. Lucido will send it around to Evans. Evans will just slow it down, give it back to Vasco. Vasco back to Evans. They're just going to play catch with this puck. They switch to Lucido. Lucido finds Nebel. Nebel now with the backhander. His shot gets stopped there by Sol, and he gives him a little extra tap, and Sol did not seem to like that one there, as you saw with the little punch back there with the blocker.
It took a little stab at the very close puck to the chest of the netminder there. Wasn't too pleased with that one. Can't really blame him on that one. I won't lie.
Face off to the right of Sol. And Nash with another face-off win. That's a few times now we've seen him just win those face-offs clean back, and that's very important on these power plays. Lucido now. Lucido, his shot gets blocked there in front by a Penn State Harrisburg defenseman. Oh, and now it's Zabalski. We saw him score shorthanded yesterday. What is he going to do here? His shot gets patted away there by Zavola. Evans will reverse it back down to Vasco. Vasco now looks like he's just going to take it by himself into the offensive zone and set it up by himself. Lucido now, he has space. Looks for the shot pass there. Good play there by the defenseman. It's Cole Evans. He takes it around the net. He pulls up with battle behind the net. Ness now, he has a chance. He tries finding Vasco up top, but he misses him, and they clears the puck. 40 seconds left on this Cal U power play, and Vasco's going to take it down behind his own net. Vasco now just waiting for his team to get a change. Vasco now will get a change now after moving it up the ball. Ball gets stripped of the puck. And a nice job there to keep that puck in. And Kulich looking for Grundon. He can't get it through. Lindsay will send this puck all the way down. Zambrowski will be the first to it with 4 seconds left, and Penn State kills off this penalty with just under 2 minutes left in this first period. So we are back to even strength. Evans looking for Grundon. He can't. Hansen with a nice hit. Zambrowski, the only guy back. He does a nice job of evading the attacker. He's going to advance to the neutral zone. It's Evans. He tries giving it back to Zambrowski. He can't get it through. And here we go again. Another 2-on-1 for Penn State Harrisburg. He comes in. They shoot. Great save there by Zavola with the blocker, or the glove. Great save there by Zavola with 1:27 left here in the first period. And if you're Cal U, you give up a goal there after they kill the penalty, you're a little bit nervous going into that second period of this intermission.
Yeah, that's a great stop there from Zavola. Absolutely. Just saw it all the way, came right to his chest, grabbed it, collected it, made sure there's no rebound or anything, any chance for Penn State to get a putback goal. Way to keep this a 3-1 game.
I was having a little deja vu there. I saw number 72 in the navy and white Penn State colors. I thought maybe it was Gavin McKenna there, but good save there by Zavola. Crouch now. He finds Sarakowski. Sarakowski finds St. John. He'll chip it down in deep. He'll be chased down by Levander. Nice forecheck there. See his two guys battling with him. St. John now, he works it loud and low. Gets it up to Vasco. Vasco's shot just goes wide. Just under a minute now in this first period. Crouch tries to advance it to the front of the net. He can't. He's going to stick with it, though, behind the net. St. John will pick it up. St. John twisting and turning. He'll find Levander up at the point. Levander will work it back down. 30 seconds left in this first period as Crouch will chip it back down in deep. Puck kept in on the wall by Levander. And Penn State is not able to connect on the pass as Vasco will take this back down into his own end with 18 seconds left. He's going to look to stretch the ice. He can't. And Harrisburg now had an opportunity there but would have been caught offside, so they're going to regroup here. As Harrisburg sends it back down with 5 seconds left, and that'll most likely just be the end of this first period. And it will be as Penn State Harrisburg up 3-1 after this first period. And I think shots are 15-8, and I think it was just Penn State Harrisburg's period, this one.
I mean, they came out strong. 2 goals real early on, putting up a third, going up 3-0 early. 2 goals from Warfel. Again, we've said it, I think every game so far, someone's on hat trick watch. I don't know if it's a jinx we have that they can't get that third. Maybe we'll see the third today. We're not sure. But, yeah, I think the first period was definitely all Penn State and then some. Up 15-8 in the shot column, up 3-1 where it counts in the goal column. Definitely some positive takeaways for both sides that they'll bring to the locker room.
Yep. After 1, Penn State 3. Vulcans 1. I'm Aaron Norkovicus with Patrick Mitchell on TenbandTV, and we'll be right back after this intermission.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Don't allow your opposition into the game, because we've seen these Vulcans let up some goals as they did their first game yesterday afternoon. Again, they started out.
And they score already! Penn State, Harrisburg on the first shot of the game. It's Peyton Smith. Smith reverses the puck. Zavola had no idea where it was. They wrap it around. Zavola makes a save, and another save there by Zavola on Jacob Huang. McConchy now goes through the zone. Good stick there by Evans. Oh, and a great save by Zavola, and it's in front. It's still loose. They score! Number 44. Gets that puck down back below the goal line, and ball picks it up. He tries to go up the same wall. He can't get it up, and Zavola will take that shot and cover it up with ease. We saw yesterday with how good that lineup played, of that combination of him, Chase Evans, and Ivan Minkulich. They were just absolutely dominant last night, and they score again! Penn State, Harrisburg is able to get another goal. Caillou switching up this power play look here with Cole Evans instead of Hunter Hodgson on power play. Lacido now, he takes a shot, he scores! Matt Lacido on the first shot of the power play takes the shot and gets it over the glove of Soul. That shot gets tipped up over the net. Cole Evans now, he gets tripped up, and we will have another penalty here, and Caillou's going back to the power play. This ever so dangerous Caillou power play. We talked.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero! Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero! Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Welcome back to the First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial as we get ready for this second period between Penn State Harrisburg Nittany Lions and the Cal U Vulcans. And Penn State up 3-1 after one. Shots are 15-8 in favor of Penn State. And we talked about it a little bit intermission. Frankly, we thought that Penn State was just the better team. But if you're Cal U, you got that one goal. You still have 40 minutes of hockey left. You have time to come back in this game. What do you think Cal U needs to do in order to come back in this hockey game?
Well, I think one thing that they did well was take advantage of the power play. They didn't get the second one, but they got advantage of the first one. They got themselves on the board to answer at least one of the three goals from Penn State. Two of this Penn State goals coming from Warfel, the first from Smith, just 15 seconds into the game. So obviously the intensity and the speed was put up to 9 or 10 for Penn State, but now it's a response. You've seen both teams have seen each other through the first period. They've obviously probably gone back to the drawing boards and gotten things sorted out after the first 20, and now for the middle frame. How do you respond after for Penn, for the Vulcans? How do you respond after going down 3-1 in the first? And then for Penn State, how do you keep the foot on the gas and make sure you don't let these Vulcans back into this game?
And I'm sure Penn State, Harrisburg knows the theme of the weekend of blowing leads. And I know these guys. I talked to them a little bit yesterday. I had a the ability to talk with Sol for a long time during the game yesterday, as obviously neither of us played yesterday. And these guys are hungry. This is a team that wants to win. Coming up, trying to make the transfer into ACHA Division III. These are the types of games that they want to win to prove that they belong in this division.
I would say right now they've definitely done that and then some against these very feisty and hard to beat Cal Vulcans. As I know you and your fellow Ice Cats have had your troubles with them regular season and post.
Hanson now. He tries to work to the front. Good play there by Vasco to knock away. That shot, glove save by Zavola, and a little bit of pizzazz with the windmill there. And if you're Cal, you love to see that pizzazz out of Zavola as he gives up the first shot of the game, second goal on the fourth shot of the game, and you see him now starting to get that confidence back. And he's still 3 goals in 1 period. You're like, oh, that's not great. But you look at the shots, he faced quite a few shots in that first period. So it is very nice if you're Cal U to see him get that confidence and keep that confidence.
And especially as we mentioned, that second goal that he allowed was a bit of a leaky one. Yeah, just stuffed in. The rebound attempts, you know, two, 3 attempts there did finally get one through, did Penn State. But yeah, seeing that first high-octane shot, great to get the stop there. And yeah, add a little pizzazz, you know, gives a little bit of extra flair. Always nice to see. Again, gives yourself some confidence, also gives your team some confidence that they can trust you a little more again between the pipes as the game moves on.
As that puck goes out of play. And talking a little bit more about Zavola. Zavola is a senior goaltender. He was the backup for 3 years, and he started the year as the backup, backing up Adam Sarakowski. Adam Sarakowski no longer playing due to circumstances, and Zavola has stepped up into that starting role. And from everything that I've heard and seen, Zavola's done an amazing job of stepping up into that starting role and hasn't missed a beat. And that is so important for Cal U to be able to miss their starting goaltender and have their backup now turn into their starter and just play just as good.
Yeah, especially backup turning into your primary starter and then being able to keep up with the pedigree that the Vulcans have made this program.
Evans now tries to go. That puck thrown on by Kapowski. Penn State now. Big hit there by Tiernan as he gets that puck out. Penn State now coming in the other way. Yothers around the net. Zito try to work it to the middle. He can't control it. It's Zabalski. He takes a shot. That tipped on net by Smith, and a great save there by Zavola. Smith now takes a hit by Tiernan. That puck will wrap around to Zito. Zito now turns it back over to Yothers. Yothers takes it back down to the neutral zone. Yothers looking for Zabalski. That pass picked off by Zito. Nebel now, he'll get it in deep. As that puck will be chipped out of play by Sol there on the stick. We'll have another offensive zone faceoff here for Cal U as they're going to send out their first line here of Lucido, Ness, Nebel, and they'll have Zembrowski and Kaib on the back end here. And we've really seen in that first period that this first line creating majority of the offense for this Cal U team, and it's been a very dangerous first line. The combination of Nebel, Ness, and Lucido been here for 4 years, a guy that I've grown up playing against. He is a very dangerous player on the ice. He can shoot the puck from anywhere. He can score from anywhere. So if I'm Cal U coach, I will have him on the ice as much as possible right now. Zembrowski, his shot gets blocked. Kaib can't keep it in. He'll be chased down. Try to chip it up the wall. Lucido will support. Oh, he'll find Ness now. Ness with a chance. He can't get to that loose puck, though. Nebel with time and space. He'll try to cut to the middle. He'll find Lucido. Lucido looks back for Nebel, and that puck will be sent all the way down. And frustration on the face of Lucido. Harrisburg now first on the puck there. Zembrowski with the poke. As they battle along the far side wall. Cobb now. He'll take it behind his own net. He'll wait. He'll find Zembrowski. Zembrowski will try to chip it out. He can't. Lucido now. They would have get it out to the neutral zone, but Harrisburg continues to possess it. They send it in deep. Brandon Cobb will find Zembrowski, his partner. He'll break it out to Lucido. Ness now. One-on-one. He can't beat the defender. Oh, and Ness now takes him down. It's Levander now. Or St. John, I'm sorry. Levander picked off the pass. Ness on the forecheck. Harrisburg now advances it to the neutral zone, right to Cobb, as Cobb will send it right back in. And that puck will go out of play as the pass gets tipped there by Zambrowski through the neutral zone into the Penn State Harrisburg bench. And Harrisburg may have caught a little bit of break there because they were looking for the stretch pass, but that player was changing. They could have hopped there and had a too many men call. And we saw UPJ last night. They got away with a too many men call last night. That should have been called. We got away with it. We got very fortunate. And Harrisburg not necessarily got away with one, but they could have right there.
I was saying they got away with getting away with one, I would say. Yeah, very close. That puck, yeah, luckily went out of play. Didn't touch any of the players on the ice.
Vasco now working on the near side wall. Puck pops out to the slot. His shot gets blocked. It was Unger with the shot. Puck kept in, worked back down low. Crouch now. He tries to get it out. He can't. Puck sent back in deep. Vasco, first guy on it. He'll send it high off the glass out into the neutral zone. Puck worked right back in deep. Vasco now. He's going to work a hard rim now to Coley. Coley's going to find Levander. Levander now working to the near offensive zone with speed. His shot just goes wide. St. John now can't possess the bouncing puck. Puck worked back behind the net there by Wadsworth. Coley there goes for a big hit. He gets reversed. But Crouch now. Crouch looking for the breakout pass, but he can't find it. His own teammate, and that puck's going to get sent back down in. Hansen, first guy on it. Hansen will work behind the Caillou net, back up into his own offensive zone. He'll find his defenseman who's going to work it back down low. Penn State now advances it again, and Penn State's going to take another penalty. It'll be number 24, Carter Lindsay. I believe he'll be called for a slash here as Stahl is the one who makes the call. 2 minutes for interference there in the neutral zone. And this Caillou power play once again going on the power play. 3 power plays for Caillou to 0 for Harrisburg. And personally, after watching our game yesterday, just not giving up a shorthanded goal to this team is a win on the power play. Caillou obviously already has a goal on the power play. Seeing if they can add another as they go with their second unit here. Ball now to Zambrowski.
Yeah, to your point, Aaron, again, you get the man advantage. You want to obviously take advantage of it. But this Penn State team, back-to-back nights, has been able to take advantage of being a man down almost. Not that that's very often said, but yeah, their 2 goals last night were shorthanded, and they scored 1 on Friday night. So yeah, 2 days in a row, 3 goals that were all shorthanded. So they have the ability to not be down and out on a penalty kill.
Zambrowski's shot gets put on that save there made by Sol. Ball now. Work it to that far corner as Mankulich tries to get there. He can't. And Zabalski, the also dangerous shorthanded player with one of those shorthanded goals, the captain, his shot just goes wide. Evans now will work it to Zambrowski in the middle. Zambrowski now has an opportunity here with Grundon. Grundon 2-on-1 with Zabalski. He takes a shot. Shoulder save there made by Sol. Mankulich possesses the puck, goes back to Evans. Back to Mankulich. He'll slow it down. Evans tries to work it back down low to nobody. Puck run back up on the wall with Ball, and it bounces off of his skate and sent back down by Penn State. Yoder's on the forecheck as Zavola rims the puck back around. Penn State possesses the puck. He tries to find Yothers. He can't. He's going to wrap it around. Yothers, his shot goes wide. That's Paul Smith there, number 6. Here comes Cole Evans. He'll work it down into the Caillou zone. No, he cannot. He'll get stopped, and Yothers will chip it out of the zone. 14 seconds left on this Caillou power play as Vasco will pick it up. He'll try to skate through the neutral zone. He finds Nebel. Nebel streaking into the zone. He has a chance to cut to the lane here, and Vasco scores! Mike Vasco on the power play with 3 seconds left. Nebel finds him in the slot, and Vasco is able to make a nice move around Sol there to bury that one into a wide open net. And Mike Vasco, again, putting his fingerprints all over a hockey game for Caillou.
Yeah, Vasco able to take advantage of the puck that came across the crease behind the backside of Sewell, and he would just put it in. Second power play goal for the Vulcans in this one. now cutting that lead down to just 1. 13 minutes left in the middle frame.
The California power play goal scored by number 10, Mike Vasco.
Mike Vasco now tries to put it out to center. Sent back in deep. Lucido. He'll go back down to Vasco. Goal credited to Mike Vasco, assisted by Colin Neville, like we said. Lucido now on the forecheck against Lindsay, the one who took the penalty there. Lucido will work that puck down to Ness. Ness back to Lucido. Lucido back to Ness. Ness can't control it. Nice keep in there by Vasco. Vasco trying to work down the wall. Vasco does a good job of working that puck down the wall and once again keeping it in. Just absolutely working this Penn State Harrisburg team, and Lucido tries to find Ness backdoor, but he can't connect. Vasco again keeping it in, but now Harrisburg gets it out. Vasco now with an opportunity. He looks for Ness as that puck will go down and picked up by Harrisburg. McConchy, he'll look for the stretch pass. He has the stretch pass, but a great play there by Zambrowski to get back and break it up. Coley now in the neutral zone. He'll get the puck stripped off of him. And Penn State player tripped up and no call there, and he's looking for one. He's frustrated. Zone St. John will take it back into his own end and regroup.
Again, we mentioned earlier with sometimes the lack of penalties, you're trying to sell one, wastes more time than you can maybe deal with. As again, these referees this weekend have let all players in any game and all the games just play through a lot of contact.
As that play will be offsides, as Evan Sarakowski was caught offsides on the pass by Owen St. John. And we were talking about it in the intermission, and I'm looking down on the bench. I am not seeing Hunter Hodgson dressed tonight for Cal U, the overtime goal scorer last night, and I'm very curious as to why he's not in the lineup tonight, and I'm sure we will find out at the next intermission. As Coley now, he tries to get that puck across, he can't. Puck finds Zambrowski in the slot. What a save by Soul, puck is loose. They can't find it. Coley now, he goes to Sarakowski, what a save by Soul. Zambrowski again, his shot gets through, save made again by Soul, and he covers that one up. Oh, and Coley takes a hard hit for his extra whack there on Soul. And few great saves there by Soul to keep this game 3-2. And if Cal U scores a goal there, that could be the end of Harrisburg right there. I mean, you blow that lead, and sometimes that just gets in your head. But great job there by Soul to keep this lead.
Yeah, Soul doing a great job. Yeah, again, the rebounds came out, but he was able to stuff it, get his glove on top of it, get it washed, and then a couple whacks at it after the whistle.
Puck kept in by Cobb, worked back down low to Sarakowski. No, Sarakowski lets it go to St. John. Hansen, his puck turned over to Sarakowski. Penn State now again working through the neutral zone, and he's going to be taking a penalty there. That is number 18, Lucas Schweimser. He's going to be thrown out of this game as he speared Evan Sarakowski in an area that you do not want to be speared in, and that cannot feel good as Evan Sarakowski's talking to the trainer now, and I'm going to assume that Cal U is going to go on a 5-minute power play here as that'll be the end of the night for Schleimser.
Yeah, not a great feeling. Yeah, we saw it, heard it, and there's unfortunately no amount of cup protection that'll stop that right there. As the referees confer. But yeah, that is likely the end of the game for Schmelzer.
And it will be a 5-minute power play here for Cal U. And dangerous things about this Cal U power play, they're already 2 for 3 on the power play. 5-minute power plays, you can score as many goals as you want. They could put up 10 on this power play, and that will not come off the board for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a big point, Aaron. Yeah, 5-minute power play here. If you score, it's not over. Yeah.
And I was watching them go down. He got taken down. You could see him when he was getting up. He was frustrated. I thought he was going to jump him. I did not think that was what was going to happen, but you could see the frustration in him as he was trying to get up there. And we saw it clear as day from up here. Referee saw it clear as day, and I think they made the right call there.
Yeah, definitely the right call. But yeah, now the Cal Vulcans with 5 minutes of a man advantage to work with. What can they do here? Now, again, as dangerous as their power play has been, again, 2 for 3, as dangerous is the Penn State penalty kill. Again, they've scored on the penalty kill shorthanded. Should they score, they still have 5 minutes to switch to score. So I'm really interested to see how this one plays out. Obviously, Cal wants this to, get a goal or 2 or 3 if they can.
Vasco now, he'll take it behind his own net. His 40 seconds have already ticked off this power play. Lucido now. Lucido will take it, and he'll set it up in the offensive zone. He'll look for Nebel in the slot. He can't control it. He'll take it back. He finds Evans. Evans to Vasco. Vasco back to Evans. Great save there made by Sol on the give-and-go play. Lucido now. Lucido, he's going to walk to the middle. He might have an opportunity here, but good defense there by Penn State as his pass gets picked off and sent back down the ice by Penn State Harrisburg. Zavola is going to stop this puck there behind the net for Vasco as some of this power play unit gets a change for Cal U. Minute and a half gone on the 5-minute power play. Lucido to Mankulich. Mankulich finds Vasco. That puck gets hit off of Gruden and not into the zone and back to Harrisburg as they're going to take this puck behind their net, try to kill off as much time as they can. But Lucido with a nice play to keep that from getting past the red line. Evans now works it down into the Harrisburg zone and around the net. Works it around Wothers. He sets it back up. Vasco now. Vasco can't keep it in by himself, and he'll have to take it back to Evans. And we've seen on this power play that Lucido, well, there goes Evans now, but Lucido and Vasco have not gone off the ice yet. I wouldn't be surprised here if they stay this whole 5 minutes if they can. St. John now up top. He goes back to Vasco, who finds Lucido. Lucido to Gruden. Gruden scores! Bar down, and we have tied game. Grundon, his 3rd goal of the weekend, 2 yesterday, 1 now. Bar down, what a shot. That'll be Grundon from Lucido and Vasco, and we have a tie hockey game now. And Cal U still has 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go on this power play.
Absolutely insane moment there for the Vulcans, yeah. Tying up the game on the man advantage, and again, as I mentioned before, with it being a 5-minute penalty, once you score, you still have more time left. So yeah, 2:41 with which the Vulcans have to work with on a man advantage here. Could this be when they take the lead for the first time in this game?
And the comeback theme continues for the weekend. St. John now to Zambrowski. He'll find Chase Evans. Go back, and they'll just play catch for a little bit until they find the lane that they want. Zambrowski walks to the middle, goes to St. John. Zambrowski again to Evans. Evans finds Grundon again in the slot. His shot just goes wide. May have nicked the crossbar there. Zambrowski battling on the wall. St. John comes to support. Take it out to the neutral zone, give it back to Evans. Evans will skate into the neutral, skate into the Penn State zone. And Coolidge up to Zambrowski. Zambrowski can't get that pass through. Goal credited to Grundon, assisted by Lucido and Vasco. As Penn State now walks in, and a great save there made by Zavola on the shorthanded opportunity by Unger. And Zavola will take the whistle with 3:03, 7:08 left in this second period. And even the shot counter in this one has tightened up. Shots were 16-6 going into this period, now 18-19 in favor of Penn State. And we talked about how we thought Penn State was the better team in the first period, and it has been all Vulcans in this second period so far.
Well, then again, the Vulcans also taking advantage of their power plays, scoring 3 times, yeah, in their power play. And again, still minute 18 in this one. Should they try and convert once more, that one would be the first time the Vulcans see the lead in this game.
Cal U now with 1 minute and 6 seconds left on this power play. with a new unit out there. They find Tiernan, his shot can't get all of it. Ness now working behind the net. Unit of Kopolski, Tiernan, Vasco, Evans, and Ness. Vasco now. He'll look for Evans. Evans takes it off the skate. He can't quite control it, and Hansen will poke that out to the neutral zone. Vasco finds Evans. Evans takes a hit there, but he still gets the puck in. Tiernan now. He'll find Kopolski. Tiernan again. Working that puck down low. Vasco now, 18 seconds left on this power play. His shot gets blocked, and now here they come. 2-on-1 for Penn State Harrisburg with 10 seconds left. And Vasco does a good job there of poking it off and blocking the shot on Paul Smith. Now here comes Vasco the other way. 2 seconds and 1 on the power play. Back to even strength. Ness now, he finds Vasco. Vasco can't control the bouncing puck. As this puck comes back up the wall here, and one-on-one chance for Penn State here. Comes down the near side wall. Good save there made by Zavola, and he covers it up. And I feel like we've been talking about him a lot tonight, but that's because it seems like every time he's on the ice, he's making good plays. Mike Vasco again there, stopping the 2-on-1, blocking the shot, and then taking the puck down the ice for an opportunity. And that's just what we see out of him all the time. It's the two-way game, and it's the reason why he's been named ACHA All-Stars and ACHA First Teams for Division III for the last 2 seasons, and it's because he can do it all for this team, and he does do it all for this team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what you want to see, someone that can play really great hockey on both ends, defensively and offensively. Already seen him on the score sheet a couple times here, but yeah, that huge blocked shot there at the end of that power play, just standing right in the shooting lane, putting his body on the line.
Sarakowski now finds Coley. Coley's shot gets stopped there by Sol, and Sol looked like he may have had a little bit of trouble with that one as it goes into his blocker. He'll find it now. He'll give it to linesman Polonki. Face-off will be to the left of Sol. Jason Sol, the senior goaltender out of Philadelphia, has stopped 16 of 19 here tonight, as we'll have another whistle right off this face-off.
Referee not, I guess, happy with how that one turned out, so we'll do it again.
Coley shot off the face-off, goes wide. Hansen trying to chip a pass ball. He can't. Harrisburg will work it to the neutral zone and chip it down into the Cal U zone. Crouch on it. He'll try to work at the ball. Back to Crouch to Coley. Coley trying to stretch the ice there to Sarakowski. That pass just doesn't get through. Crouch now, that puck gets turned over. Puck sent in back in deep. Ball on it, forechecked here by Hansen. Crouch now, he'll take it behind his own net. He whiffs on it. He takes a hard hit in the corner there. As Harrisburg's still not able to get this puck, and Nebel now. He'll find Lucido. And we have some complaining behind the play as Crouch threw a late hit, and Harrisburg wanted a call there, and he's still complaining. No call, though. We play on. As Harrisburg will ice this puck. And we're starting to see the chippiness a little bit rev up here as we're seeing more guys step up for these hits, and we're seeing these whacks after, and I think that all stems from the 5-minute misconduct. Cal U's not going to take that kindly. They are not a team that'll just roll over and let you do stuff like that to them. You want to punch them in the face, they'll punch you back, and I think we're going to see a lot of chippiness now in this one.
I would say, yeah, well, especially now that that 3-goal lead from Penn State is gone. Now we've got an even game at 3 apiece. But yeah, that 5-minute penalty with the spear, not going to take too kindly. Anyone wouldn't take too kindly to that. You got to stick up for your mates.
Opportunity here, and a great save by Zavola on the 2-on-1. Oh, now opportunity now the other way. It's Nebel and Ness. Nebel can't get his pass through. Harrisburg the other way on a 3-on-3, 4-on-3. They're going to send it in deep. Harrisburg possess it, finally got in slot. Oh, he cannot possess the puck. Nebel now, he'll poke it. He'll come up with Zambrowski. Zambrowski now into the zone. He'll take the shot. That shot will be sticked away by Soul. Zambrowski working the corner. He gets it behind the Penn State zone, or net. Penn State now working it up. Lindsey's pass just too far ahead, and they're going to wave off icing there. Cobb, he'll wait behind his net. He'll go up the wall to Grundon. Grundon chips it out. Mankulich coming in. Mankulich might have a chance one-on-one looking across the ice for Evans. Mankulich with a nice move there. He takes a shot. Good save made by Soul. Mankulich strips the puck. He finds Evan. Crouch. Evans takes a hard hit there. Mankulich again. Working behind the net. He has Grundon with him. Still lose this puck battle with Lindsey. Skating it up the ice for Harrisburg. Lindsey takes a whack. He was not too pleased with that. And Evans tried to spring Kapolsky. He can't get that pass through as Wadsworth breaks it up. Vasco now with a great pass to Grundon all the way down, and Grundon's going to come into the zone. Not able to get around the Harrisburg defenseman there, but great pass there by Vasco. Puck work back around the wall. Kapolsky will be the first one on it. Puck stuck in the feet of Meiler there. He chips it out. He finds Unger. Unger will come in on Vasco. He can't get around him. Unger again has that puck chipped off of him by Vasco. Puck worked in deep. St. John now. He'll try to find Kapolsky. He can't. That puck gets picked up in the neutral zone. Smith now. He sent it in deep. Tiernan finds St. John on the breakout. Caillou comes into the zone, 2-on-2. St. John and Kapolsky. St. John cuts across. He'll pull up. He'll find Ball. Ball puts a shot wide of the net. Tiernan now on it. Tiernan battling with two Penn State players down deep in the zone as Smith tries to advance it out. St. John will pick that puck up in the neutral zone. 40 seconds left in this second period, tied 3-3. Ball, he gets that puck pucked off of him. And here comes Zabalski. His shot put on net. Great save made by Zavola, and Vasco dumps the captain Zabalski, and they're going to call Vasco for this. And Penn State Harrisburg is going to get their first power play of the game as Vasco dumped Zabalski as he was going to the net. And we've seen that a couple times tonight where Penn State takes these shots and they're crashing the net hard, and Caillou will not let you do that. And Vasco saw him going to the net hard, and he decided to take exception. And unfortunately for him, they're going to call it. He's not too happy with it. He's complaining. But nonetheless, it is a Harrisburg power play with Vasco sitting in the box.
Yeah, 33.4 left in the period. So the Penn State will end the period on a power play and start the first minute and a half of the third period on man to the good. So how can they try and convert here to end the period? Maybe try and get that lead back and head into the locker room with some positive news, as again, they saw their 3-goal lead vanish here with 3 power play goals from the Vulcans.
Harrisburg now working in their own end. It's Lindsey, the speedy Lindsey. He finds Hansen. Hansen can't control it. Lucido now, he can't control it as Penn State will get it set up with 6 seconds left. 5 seconds they need to get a shot on. They get it through. It does not get on net. And he finds the back door. He can't get it with 2, and that'll be the end of this period. And Caillou is able to get 2 goals in the period to tie this game up with 1 more period to play. Penn State will have 1 minute and 27 on the power play to start this third period. But great job there by Caillou to come back in this game.
Yeah, I think the first period was all Penn State. Second period, all Vulcans special teams, I think, really. Again, that's what got them back into this game. 3 power play goals. The difference, getting them back into the game, and now both teams heading into the locker room. Fresh slate, even score. So what's the message again? The big thing I want to keep my eyes on again, Penn State starting the third period with 1 minute 27 left on their power play. Will they be able to convert early and get that lead back? Give themselves some momentum to work with in the final period.
It's Penn State Harrisburg 3, Caillou Vulcans 3 after 2. I'm Aaron Norkovicus with UPJ Hockey with Patrick Mitchell of UPJ TV, and you're watching TenbandTV. We'll be right back after this intermission.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Don't allow your opposition into the game, because we've seen these Vulcans let up some goals as they did their first game yesterday afternoon. Again, they started out.
And they score already! Penn State, Harrisburg on the first shot of the game. It's Peyton Smith. Smith reverses the puck. Zavola had no idea where it was. They wrap it around. Zavola makes a save, and another save there by Zavola on Jacob Huang. McConchy now goes through the zone. Good stick there by Evans. Oh, and a great save by Zavola, and it's in front. It's still loose. They score! Number 44. Gets that puck down back below the goal line, and Ball picks it up. He tries to go up the same wall. He can't get it up, and Zavola will take that shot and cover it up with ease. We saw yesterday with how good that lineup played, of that combination of him, Chase Evans, and Ivan Minkulich. They were just absolutely dominant last night. They score again! Penn State, Harrisburg is able to get another goal. Caillou switching up this power play look here with Cole Evans instead of Hunter Hodgson on power play. Lacido now, he takes a shot, he scores! Matt Lacido on the first shot of the power play takes the shot and gets it over the glove of Soul. That shot gets tipped up over the net. Cole Evans now, he gets tripped up, and we will have another penalty here, and Caillou's going back to the power play. This ever so dangerous Caillou power. Hanson now, he tries to work to the front. Good play there by Vasco to knock away. That shot, glove save by Zavola, and a little bit of pizzazz with the windmill there. On this Caillou power plays, Vasco will pick it up. He'll try to skate through the neutral zone. He finds Nebel. Nebel streaking into the zone. He has a chance to cut to the lane here, and Vasco scores! Mike Vasco on the power play with 3 seconds left. They can't find it. Cooley now, he goes to Sarakowski. What a save by Soul. Zambrowski again. His shot gets through. Save made again by Soul, and he covers that one up. Oh! He goes back to Vasco, who finds Lacido. Lacido to Gruden. Gruden scores! Bar down, and we have tie game. Grundon, his third goal of the weekend, 2 yesterday, 1 now. Bar down, what a shot. Zavalski, his shot put on net. Great save made by Zavola, and Vasco dumps the captain Zavalski, and they're going to call Vasco for this. And Penn State Harrisburg is going to get their first power play of the game as Vasco dumped.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero! Creating space. Ewan turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Welcome back to the First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorials. We get ready for this third period. Game all tied up 3-3, and we talked in that second period about Hunter Hodgson not being on the ice for the Vulcans. I spoke to his parents during intermission. Hunter unfortunately received an injury in the third period, late in that third period last night. He will not be able to go. He warmed up today. He said that his shoulder was messed up and he wanted to take a break. They're going to go get him x-rayed, and hopefully all good news for Hunter Hodgson, and I hope to see him back on the ice because when he is on the ice, he is a difference maker for this Cal U team. But getting ready for this third period, and I have a feeling that this might be one of the ones where we might see the next goal could be the winner, as both teams really have focused on the defensive zone, and that might be weird for me to say considering there's 6 goals, but they haven't been your conventional goals. There was 3 power play goals for the Vulcans. 3 goals just crashed, 1 goal on a shot that I'm sure Zavola would like back, and 2 goals crashed in the net for Harrisburg. But both teams playing pretty solid defensively. But I think the story of today's game is the penalties for both teams. Is power plays 3-1 in favor of Cal U as well with the 5-minute. But Penn State with 1 minute and 27 seconds left on the power play to start this period. And how important is it for Penn State, Harrisburg, to get a goal in this minute and 27 seconds?
Oh, it's massive. It's massive. Again, we mentioned the special teams and how the special teams have impacted this game. Again, 3 goals, all 3 goals for the Vulcans coming on the man advantage. And the Lions of Penn State would very much like to answer with a power play goal of their own to retake the lead that they had entering the middle frame here, up 3-1. Again, done and dusted is that lead. We're all even at 3 goals apiece. Shots separated by just 1, and that 1 is in the favor of Penn State. So that 1 extra shot, that 1 next shot could find the back of the net, see them get their lead back and play with some intensity, play with the poise that they know they have. But these Vulcans are not done yet. Again, we've mentioned a couple times through the night, the story of the weekend is the comeback. Comeback was on and now complete for the Vulcans. Do they have what it takes to get that next step and take the lead? Or can Penn State come back, regain the lead, and regain the control they had through the first 2 periods of this game?
And as both teams have hit the ice, still waiting for the referees, and you'll see down to your left of the screen, Matt Lucido putting the net on. Usually that's the referee's job, and same thing down on the other end for Paul Smith is the 2 seniors doing their goalies a favor. And I think it's just so important for both of these teams right now to not worry about the next goal, but worry about protecting your own net, because at the end of the day, the game's going to end with a goal. You don't want to be the one to give it up. You don't want to be the one to step and give the other team that opportunity. So I think it's so important for both of these teams to stay very controlled and close-minded with the defensive side of the puck and just focus on getting a win, because at the end of the day, that's all these guys want to do. They want to win, and we have two good teams right now giving us a very, very good game. And here come the referees now. As we should be getting very started here. Is Caillou's going to go with the penalty kill unit of Lucido, Kress, Ball, and Evans. And I apologize, I was saying Kress's name wrong. I kept saying Ness. I apologize. It is Kress. And Penn State will be going with their first power play unit out here to start. And Vasco still talking to the referee, still unhappy about that, but looks like that he is getting the clarification from Stahl. And trust me, I've been called by Stahl for a lot of penalties. Stahl, if you talk to him, he will explain to you man to man what he saw and what he thinks you did wrong. And that's one of the things that I respect about the officials here is they will talk to you. If you come at them screaming and yelling, they'll ignore you. And when you come back, you calm down, they will explain what they saw, what you did wrong, and how to fix it. As we get ready for puck drop, sticks down, puck is down, we're ready for this third period. Penn State wins the opening faceoff. Minute 20 left on this power play. Paul Smith will go back up to his own point, back down to Paul Smith. He finds Hansen. Hansen's shot blocked by Lucido. Lindsay now works it back down to Lucido. That puck hits the referee Stahl. Kept by Penn State. Lindsay now. Lindsay will reverse the puck to Hansen. Hansen will walk in. He'll take a shot. Save made by Zavola, and he'll cover it up. 56 seconds left to go on this power play for Penn State Harrisburg, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Dom Zavola. And good first save there for Zavola. Way to just start this period off with a nice, easy save.
The other thing I was thinking about with the story for this period is who's going to be able to clean up their play a little bit. Again, not the best play through the weekend for a lot of the clubs here in this showcase. But who's going to be able to clean up their play in the third period? And I think that might be the difference maker. Not necessarily a power play goal, but who can clean up play and who can play a better style and a better brand of hockey.
Evans now. Evans with the block shot, and he might have a chance here shorthanded. No, good defensive play there made. Penn State now coming down the other way. They can't control the puck, but they'll still get to it first. No, Ball with a nice play, and Tiernan will send it back down as there's 22 seconds left on the Vasco minor. Lindsay will pick it up behind his own net. He'll let his guys change, and he'll wait. That puck will be picked up by Zabalski. 7 seconds left as Harrisburg breaks it into the zone right in front of that door that Vasco needs to get out of. Even strength now, Vasco on the ice. They're going to look to maybe spring Vasco here, but they can't get it out of the zone. Oh, and Yothers took that puck off the neck here, and he is very shaken up here, and he's gonna crawl to the bench. I hope everything is okay with him as that clearing attempt hit him in the side of the head, neck area. So he'll get looked at by his trainer, but this puck goes back down into the Harrisburg zone. Pressured by Zito. Harrisburg now looking to break it out. Tiernan finds Zemboski. Zito now in his own end, can't protect the puck. Chase Evans now, he'll pick it up in the defensive zone for Caillou. He'll look down the ice. That will not be icing as it was touched by the Harrisburg defenseman. Harrisburg now coming up the wall. Good defensive play there by Zambowski. Evans now trying to find Grundon, but that puck hits the official. Oh, and now the Penn State player has it in his feet, and he's jumping. Oh, Zambowski. He has Mankulich on the far side. Mankulich coming in one-on-one. His shot, his save. What a goal! No, it's in! It's Grundon again, his second of the game. His fourth of the weekend off the pass-off pads from Mankulich. And this duo finds the back of the net again off the pass-off pads. I thought originally he made the save, but no, that puck is in the net. And Grundon has his second of the game, fourth of the weekend.
What a play there from Grundon. Able to stick with it. Again, we thought that first shot was saved, but no, sprawling out was Soul and unable to collect it as that found the back of the net. Now Vulcans come back complete, now taking their first lead of the game. What does that mean for Penn State in the rest of this? 17 minutes left in the final frame. A lot of hockey left for both sides. Can Vulcans extend the lead? Can the Lions get back into it and tie it up once more?
And Coolidge down in the offensive zone. Evans now. Evans will cycle it back down. He can't get it all the way down. Harrisburg will send it down the ice. No icing. Vasco will pick it up behind his own net. He'll look for the stretch pass on Evans. Evans will chip that puck down in deep, and Caillou will go for a change. Harrisburg trying to advance the puck now. No icing. Vasco once again picking it up behind his own net. This time he may go for a skate himself. Vasco hit the red line, send it in deep. And Levander will be the first one on it. He's rubbed off there by Wadsworth. Penn State now breaking it out, coming in 1-on-2, and Vasco with another big hit, taking out Harrisburg guy and his own guy. And Vasco gets ran over from behind afterwards, and he is not too happy with that, arguing with the referee as that puck gets sent down. And Stahl and Vasco having words, and I could hear Vasco saying, "It's okay, just watch it," and he was none too pleased with that, as after laying the big hit there, another Penn State player came in and ran him over, and I could see why Vasco's upset, and I could also see why maybe there was no call there, but that's just one of those ticky-tacky plays where it could go either way.
Yeah, a lot of bang-bang plays there. No call, just play it on. As much as you might not like the no call from one end, or that you might be happy for the no call on the other, if there's no call, just play on and let the game continue and go on.
Penn State now with a chance. That shot just goes wide. They'll keep on it. It's Lindsay. Lindsay working the corner. He has Hansen in the slot. Hansen works it back down low. It's Jacob Huang now in the middle. His backhand shot gets saved, made by Cooley. St. John now, he'll pick it up in the defensive zone, and he'll skate it out to the neutral zone. Oh, and St. John will take a hard hit there by Huang, and his stick goes through the glass there. Oh, pops back out now, and St. John will go to the bench. Maybe a little shaken up on that one. Kapolsky forechecking Lindsay. Lindsay turns it over to Tiernan. Tiernan now, he'll walk in, makes a couple moves around some guys, and he gets hauled down. No call there. And that puck, no! That does not go in. Zito from the corner thought maybe he snuck one in there, but pulled off the goal line. And here comes Huang now. He has an opportunity to get behind the defenseman, and it's sitting on the line. No! Poke check by Zavola, and that puck sat on the line, but the net came off, so the whistle was blown, and Zavola does a nice job of keeping that puck out there. And a little bit of extracurricular activities after the whistle here.
Yeah, the net came off its borings there, and thankfully for the Vulcans, nothing doing as the puck did not cross, just sat there in the crease. And thankfully for them, play was whistled dead. So for Zavula, I saw him come up. That puck was not under him, under control, but again, net off its borings. The officials whistle it dead. Thankful for that. Faceoff comes to his right now.
And Smith controls it off the faceoff. He'll go back to his defenseman. They'll work it back down low. Ball now. Ball takes a hard hit, and that door is opened up in the corner there. And we'll have another stoppage in play here with 14:40 left in the third period. And trust me, playing in this arena for 4 years, that door will pop open every once in a while, and that door is very hard to close. So
I was there, yeah. Personally, myself, I was down here for a Tomahawks game a couple weeks ago, and was asked to open and close that door. Yeah, no, that is not the easiest thing to do. That just one large pin that goes in through a couple of slots. And as I see Cats head coach Boston Bradley jogging his way down, he knows this arena well. Yeah, making sure it's locked down and in the right place. Yeah, it's a very finicky door. Again, we are very thankful that all these boards and all the boards and panels came from the Dallas Stars in the 2010 as Johnstown won the Hockeyville tournament. So all these boards donated from the Dallas Stars practice facility. But again, yeah, seeing wear and tear in a very unique building, the way they were able to fit this in.
That's something that we might be rivals a little bit, Johnstown and the Cats and Caillou, but that's something they have in common is Cal-U also won the Kraft Hockeyville for their home rink back at Rostraver in Pittsburgh. And Smith now goes into the zone. He's offside with Yothers, and Yothers is not too happy, but it's good to see Yothers back on the ice after taking that puck high, and he seemed uncomfortable, but glad to see him back on the ice. A little frustrated after that offsides call, but just happy to see him back on the ice.
Yeah, you're always going to be frustrated with an offsides call where you got the huge momentum swing. You got yourself in a really good line to skate, but all that momentum taken away. Back to face-off draw now.
Ball now. Tries to work it up to neutral zone. He can't. Evans goes D to D with the ball behind his own net. He'll be forechecked hard. Kress now. He'll pick it up and rim it back the other way to Nebel. Nebel couldn't get to that puck first, and Lindsay does. Nebel now gets the puck back. Looking for Kress. He has Kress. Kress chips that puck in deep. He'll be the first guy on it, and he'll send that back around the wall. Nebel now working on the wall with Lucido. Harrisburg will send that puck out, back down into the Cal-U zone. No icing, so will not make it. Evans now. He'll have an escape move, and he'll work back up the ice. So he'll chip that puck in after hitting the red line. Soul now out to play it, and he's going to send it out to his own blue line there. And here comes Penn State the other way. Chance here for Penn State. Off the crossbar! The high glove shot beats Zavola, but not the bar. And we're still down, or we're still 4-3.
Probably one of the softest pipe hits I've ever heard. Just a very minor glance, but a glance nonetheless that did go out and not in.
And you'll see in hockey, sometimes it's not always the hardest shot, but it's about where you place it. And you get that puck over the shoulder by the goalie's ear. That's a very tough spot for them to get there. Harrisburg now setting it up in the offensive zone. They'll take a shot. That blocked by Mankulich, and now here comes Chase Evans. He has Grundon with him in a 2-on-2, but he has back checkers. Evans will throw that to the net as he hits Grundon maybe in the face there, and that puck goes to the corner. Harrisburg looking to stretch the ice. They can't. Zamboski to Evans. Evans hits the red line and gets it in deep. Harrisburg now working it out of their own end. This is Noss. He chips it in deep. Zamboski will be the first guy on it. He reverses that back. And Cobb and Smith will go into the wall together and kind of just freeze frame there. As that puck's flipped out by Evans, and Grundon try to get down the ice. He can't win, but he'll negate the icing. As he battles in the corner with two Harrisburg defensemen. Hansen now. He'll work it up to Huang. Huang cuts the middle. His shot stopped by Zavola, cutting across the crease there, and another good save there by Zavola. Huang again. He'll step out. He'll take a shot. Pad save made by Zavola, and Vasco clears the rebound. St. John now trying to work it out of his own end. He does a nice job chipping it past the defenseman, and Huang with a hard hit in the neutral zone. They'll work that puck down in deep. Vasco now. He'll send that puck out to the neutral zone. They'll say no icing as it's on net anyways. Cal-U will go for a change here. Harrisburg once again stretching the ice. Smith, he gets a stick on it, so it won't be icing. Evan Sarakowski now reversing the puck. St. John can't get a stick on it. Lindsay now finds the other Smith. That's Peyton Smith, number 11, and Paul Smith, number 6. Lindsay now with St. John on him. Zito now has a chance off the turnover, and he mishandles the puck. As Smith once again will rim the puck to Hansen. Hansen working the puck up the wall. He hears Lindsay. They're calling off, but no, it was the goaltender, and Penn State Harrisburg fell for it. As they now battle in the corner, it's Crouch. And Zito does a nice job of chipping that puck out into the neutral zone with just over 10 minutes left in this third period, and Cal-U still holding the 4-3 lead. Vasco now, he's able to chip it out to the neutral zone, and Kapowski racing down to the puck with Lindsay. He gets there first, but he can't get a full stick on it, and Lindsay now. Lindsay looking for Yothers, and Yothers just can't get a stick on that puck, and that'll go all the way down for icing with 10:03 left in the third period. And I think at the point in the game, under 10 minutes protecting a one-goal lead, I think we're going to see a lot of this Vasco and Crouch defensive pairing on the ice for Cal U right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Defensive intensity has to ramp up here for the Vulcans. And again, they're protecting that 4-3 lead. Also still want to, again, contribute offensively, but I think the game plan has definitely now changed to protecting the lead and being able to get out of this game with maximum points.
That shot patted away by Sol. Rebound picked up by Tiernan. He'll chip it down to Zito. Zito will try to get it back to the middle there, but he can't. Good play by Lindsay. Puck kept in by Cole Evans. Now Zabalski. Zabalski will find Smith. Go back to Zabalski. Zabalski gets around Tiernan. He takes a shot. Block made by Ball. Zito now. He'll have a hard time with that puck in the corner as Yoder's pressures. Evans now takes the puck off of Yothers. He'll flip it out into the neutral zone. Tiernan now trying to get to that puck, that bouncing puck, and it'll bounce all the way down. Harrisburg will rim that puck around their own end and regroup. They'll move it up to Munchies. He turns it over. Evans now. Evans will walk into the zone. He makes a nice little move. He can't get the shot off, though. Evans trying to stick with it as best he can. He still sticks with it. Evans now just looks like maybe just killing a little bit of time here in that corner as he'll send it over to Kress. Kress's centering attempt doesn't get through as Harrisburg will send down another icing with 8:48 left in this third period. And Harrisburg right now, they're getting stuck in their defensive zone, and they seem like they're just throwing pucks, and they're getting stuck on the ice with tired units.
Yeah, they're getting stuck in the defensive zone, and then also just losing time taking away on them. In between the previous whistle and this most recent, now under 9 minutes of play left. So yeah, the dump passes work to an extent, but if you're dumping passes into no one, you're just wasting time clearing. If you can't successfully clear outside of a dump pass, you got to fix something defensively.
Harrisburg with a chance. Good save there made by Zavola. May have been the best chance Harrisburg has had in this period. Lucido now. He'll work it through the neutral zone. He'll find Kress. Kress might have a chance here on Lindsay. Lindsay with a good defensive play. He'll work it up. Harrisburg moving through the zone. He'll take a shot. Save made and covered by Zavola. And we've seen Zavola in this period. He's been very good with his rebound control, everything. He's taken it into his chest, and he's just eating those pucks and not letting anything else up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's done a great job, as you mentioned, with the rebounds and making sure they don't get away from him, and he's able to collect them and not give up any second chance opportunities for Penn State. And especially any second chances here could be devastating and could see the lead go away.
Save made again by Zavola. Chase Evans will clear that down into the Harrisburg zone. No icing. Just under 8 minutes to play here in this third period. 4-3 Cal U. Harrisburg moves into the offensive zone. Ivan Mikulich, he will clear it out. Lindsay now. He'll pick it up in the neutral zone. He'll try to go for a skate, and Grundon now with a nice forecheck and pressure to not allow him to get the edge. And again by Grundon on Lindsay. And Kai will chase this puck down, and then behind his own net, he'll work to Zamboski. Zamboski will find Evans. We can't find Minkulich. Kaib now picking up his own end, skating it in, but he can't get that play off. His stick is lifted by Unger. Evans now creates a turnover. He can't get through, and Evans gets taken to the ice. And maybe a little bit extra there, and Evans doesn't look too happy, but he'll get up, and smart play there by Evans to not take a penalty.
And he and Gravy coming together there. Neither of which could get untangled from the other.
Vasco now. He'll find Levander. Lindsay will find Hansen. Hansen will rim this puck around. Wong looking to the net. Smith, his shot stopped by Zavola. Zavola will knock the net off and put it back on himself. You don't really see goalies do that very often. Here comes Evans. Offsides by Levander. 6:29 left in this third period. 4-3 Vulcans. And you see Cal U, they're hitting that red line. They're getting it deep, and they're forechecking hard, and they're playing to protect this lead right now and playing very good hockey to protect this lead right now.
Yeah, that they are, and as I mentioned, we want to. I would assume, and we've seen it. Yeah, the defensiveness has become the forefront of the game plan here in this third period. Again, now that they have the lead, protecting the lead, and making sure they can get away with maximum points here this afternoon.
That puck will be cleared out into the Harrisburg zone by Crouch. No icing. Harrisburg looking for the stretch pass. They can't find it. That'll be waved off if it doesn't get there all the way. Crouch now. He'll skate it up. Good play there by Smith. Smith now coming in one-on-one with Vasco. Smith gets around Vasco. His backhand shot just goes wide. Hansen gets it to the point. His shot gets tipped by Huang. Over the net, Huang again. Tries to throw it to the middle to nobody. Back up to the point. That shot gets blocked by Coley. Vasco now behind his own net. He's going to reverse it to St. John. Huang will get there first. He'll work it up to his defenseman. They'll throw it on net. Blocked by Vasco in front like he's playing goalie. Vasco now the other way. He'll flip that puck down and deep. St. John will be the first to it, pressuring. Penn State sends it back down the other way. Cole Evans, though, picks it up in the defensive zone. Oh, and Cole Evans turns it over to Zabalski. Zabalski has Yothers. Oh, great play there by Ball. And Yothers tries to throw that to the net, but nobody there. And St. John now might have a chance the other way. One-on-one with the defenseman. St. John cuts in wide. He'll take a hit there, and that puck will stall up on the wall. Zito can't control the bouncing puck. Evans now going to his own end, chased down by Zabalski. Zito chips it down into their own end. Smith now. Smith finds Yothers. Ball will move it up to Kopalski. Kopalski will throw that on net, and Sewell will just glove it and take the whistle with 4:28 left in the third period. And if you're Harrisburg coach, 4:28 left in this period, obviously you have another minute or so, but when do you think you pull this goalie on this Cal U team?
I was thinking, yeah, another probably, I'd say anytime under maybe 3 minutes, maybe if you really want to stretch it, like 2.5. Yeah, we could definitely see that goalie be pulled in the next couple minutes here.
Puck work back down into the Harrisburg zone. Polsky tries chipping it past the defenseman. He can't. Puck comes back out. Oh, here comes a chance for Harrisburg. And he scores again! It's Warfel, his third of the game. 4:06, 4-4. Warfel, we finally get the hat trick that we've been so waiting for all weekend. So many hat tricks watch, but Warfel beats Savola's short side, and we are tied up again. 4-4. And it's number 44.
44, goal number 4. We are tied at 4. 4 is going wild here. I would say if your hat wasn't so nice to toss it out on the ice. If I had a hat myself, I would, but I like my beanie a little too much to do that. I'm sorry. It's very cold outside. But what a comeback again. 4 unanswered, or 3 unanswered. Yeah, 4 unanswered from the Vulcans. Penn State gets one back. Now that puts into question in a couple minutes. Now they don't have to pull the goalie. What's that mean in under the next 4 minutes of play?
As that puck goes out of play off the stick of Noss and Vasca.
Scored by 34 Warfel from 27 Noss at 4:06 left in the third.
Penn State Harrisburg goal credited to Warfel, his third of the game, assisted by Noss. And it's going to feel good for Warfel. 3 goals tonight out of 4, and that's one way to say, hey, boys, I came to play today. Let's get it done now. Chance in front by Kress. He can't get a stick on it. Nebel now. Back down to Kress. Kress will step out. He looks for Nebel. That puck just goes through.
And again, on the flip side, as much as the momentum and confidence has been boosted for these Penn State Lions, the Vulcans have answered all game and all weekend, for that matter, when the adversity when they're facing adversity. So they still have just over 3 minutes of game to which they can score the go-ahead goal.
And Vasco again there. He took maybe a little bit of a horse collar tackle on that corner there. Wanted a call, no call. And I think we're at the point where the referees are just going to let the boys play. That puck chipped down in deep. Vasco first on it. He struggles to take it. He takes a man down. No call again. It's Unger now. Unger takes a shot. That's tipped by Vasco. Good save there. And Unger again. He shoots it just over the net. Zavula doesn't know where the puck is. Lacido now picks it up. Lacido will flip it out into the neutral zone. Offsides now. Crouch will pick the puck up. Crouch will go D to D to Vasco. Vasco will move it up to Evans. And here comes this dangerous line for the Vulcans. Mankulich, he takes a shot. Save made by Sol. And that shot saved by Sol too. Ball now in the neutral zone. He'll assess his options. He'll find Evans. Evans will flip that down on Sol. Sol will let that go behind the net. Ball now. First guy on it. Ball goes to Mankulich. Mankulich shot goes wide. Over to Cole Evans. Cole Evans looks for Mankulich backdoor and just wide of his stick. Just under 2 minutes to play here. Tied. And oh, Mankulich gets taken down, and some Vulcans players with their arms up on the bench. No call. Ball to Evans. Evans' shot just goes over the net of the glove side. Ball now. Works the puck down low to Mankulich. Mankulich tries to find Grundon. He can't. That pass is picked off. Cole Evans now. He walks in. He takes a shot. Stick save made by Sol. And that puck is sitting there, and Sol covers it up. And Harrisburg's going to take exception to the fact that Evans was in that crease. What a save there made by Sol. I don't know if you saw it, but from where we're sitting, he had that short side shot, and that stick save kept that puck out of the game.
And we heard the deflection off the stick up here in the booth, and not the first save on that attempt there from Sewell as it came out just a bit. But again, Sewell able to collect himself and collect the puck as it looks like he's getting a short timeout to reset himself.
Face-off will be to the right of Sol. Minute 25 left, tied 4-4. Caillou going back out with their first line unit. Harrisburg wins the face-off, sends it back down. No icing. Nebo now finds Kress. Kress goes to Lacido. That pass gets smacked down by Lindsay down into the Harrisburg zone. Sol now tries to send it up the middle. Back to the Caillou defenseman Zamboski. Zamboski to Kaib. Kaib gets it up to Kress. Kress going into the corner, being chased down by Lindsay. Lindsay finds Smith, who flips the puck out of the zone. Zamboski picks it up into his own end. As Lacido. Lacido can't control it. Smith now. Smith will chip it in deep. 36 seconds left on this period. Smith now goes to Lindsay at the point. Lindsay back to Smith. Smith's shot just goes wide off the block by Nebel. Lacido now. Lacido will try to flip it to the neutral zone. That puck's picked off by Zabalski. Zabalski finds Yothers. Yothers doesn't know where the puck is. Kaib now. Zambowski, nice move there made by the Caillou defenseman. He can't get around Lindsay, though. 10 seconds left in this period. As Harrisburg will try to move it up through the neutral zone. Big hit there by Tiernan. Kapowski with 1 second left. And for back-to-back games for us, we will be seeing extra time. And for back-to-back games for Caillou, we will be going to overtime. And if you're Caillou right now, back-to-back games where you have the lead in the third period, doesn't go your way, you go to overtime, you win last night. What do you think they need to do to win this overtime period?
Well, for this game is different, as they didn't have their lead. Well, they did have their lead taken away, but it wasn't a 4-goal lead. They came back into this one to tie it, took the lead, then lost their lead late in the third. Now we go to overtime.
And as I said yesterday, we were talking about potential shootouts or no shootouts. I said there would not be a shootout. After talking with my head coach, who is running the showcase, there will be a shootout at the end of the 5-minute overtime. If no goal is scored, goalies will switch sides for the overtime period, it looks like. Both teams just converging at their benches, trying to figure out who they want to send out, what their plan is, and get ready for the most exciting 5 minutes in all of sports, as I like to call it. as it looks like Harrisburg's going to send out Smith, Wang, and Lindsay to start with, and Caillou's going to send out Grundon, Mankulich, and Vasco. Two very good units for both teams, and this Mankulich and Grundon duo have been dangerous all weekend. Let's see if they have one more in them to see if Grundon can maybe finish it off and we can have dueling hat tricks possibly.
That would be cool. Yeah, Grundon on hat trick watch. He's on the starting line for the opening portion of the overtime period.
It'll be Mankulich versus Paul Smith on the opening faceoff. Paul Smith will win it back to Lindsay. He's going to have to go back into his own end to get it. Lindsay's going to take his time. He'll find Huang. Huang gets that puck poked off him by Grundon. Grundon now with a chance. He might have an opportunity here. His shot off the crossbar and out of play. Grundon with a great poke check, great move, and a great shot. Just cannot beat the iron, and that puck will go out of play. What a play there by Grundon.
Grade A opportunity, just sailed it high, just off the top of the crossbar, and just over and out.
Cailloux will keep the same unit on. Penn State will change their defenseman. Here comes Grundon, trying to work to Mankulich. He can't. Harrisburg now. Huang on Vasco. He tries cutting to the net. Good stick there by Vasco. Vasco now being hooked by Huang. No call. Wilson finds Smith. Mankulich falls down. Smith with an opportunity. Vasco falls down. Smith again. Oh, good stick by Vasco even after falling down. And Zavula will cover up that puck. Vasco wanted the call there. He is not happy. Two players go down to block the shot there. Good patience by Smith, but great stick there by Vasco to get a stick on that puck as he was trying to cut back on Zavola.
Able to get a stick in between the puck there and the goal, able to poke it out and get it out of scoring opportunity. But then very nearly the puck just sitting at the very edge of the crease and not getting a glove on it. That was
Lindsay now in the neutral zone. Unit of Lindsay, Zabalski, Hansen for Penn State Harrisburg, Nebo, Lucido, and Cole Evans for Cailloux. Hansen now. He'll work it through the neutral zone. Come in on Evans. He'll take behind the net. No, good stick there by Evans to poke it off of him. Evans now will drop to Lucido. He'll have that poked off of him by Hansen. Lucido, good stick again. Nebo now. He'll slow things down, Lucido. Hansen's going for a change. Here comes Warfel. Lucido now. He'll turn back into his own end. He'll take his time. He'll find Nebo. Nebo comes in one-on-one with Lindsay. Good stick there by Lindsay. Nebo crashes hard into the wall. Uh-oh, here's a chance for Cailloux. It's a 3-on-1. Warfel, Zabalski, and Lindsay. Warfel walks in. He takes a shot. Save made by Zavola. And now Lucido might have an opportunity. No, Lucido will turn back. He'll find Nebo. Nebo back to Lucido, going through the neutral zone. Lucido shakes his hand there after taking a little slash from Zabalski. Oh. Tiernan coming off the bench. He can't possess it. Lindsay will send that back into the Cailloux zone as Lucido comes for a change. Here comes Dax Kress. Cole Evans now. He escapes. Skating up the ice is Evans. He'll come in one-on-one. He cuts to the middle. He can't get it. Tiernan now. His shot blocked. Here they come the other way. It's Warfel. Warfel shot fires it over the net. Peyton Smith now finds Wilson. Wilson comes in one-on-one with Cole Evans. 2:27 left to go. Cole Evans looks for Warfel, and he can't connect. Peyton Smith now take it back into his own end. He'll wait. He'll allow his guys to change. Cailloux will also go for a change. Smith to Wilson. Wilson can't control it. Zambrowski. He'll pick it up in the defensive zone for Cailloux. He'll get that puck over to Tiernan on the far side, who takes it into the Harrisburg zone. Tiernan with a nice little spin move there. His shot just goes wide. Smith now working it up the ice. That shot by Wilson. Save made, and the rebound. Save made again on Huang. Or I'm sorry, Wilson. Lindsay now picking the puck up in his own defensive zone. Minute and a half left in overtime. Lindsay, Smith, and Huang for Penn State. Owen St. John, Chase Evans, and Mike Vasco for Cal U. Lindsay now finds Huang. Huang advances to the neutral zone. He's going to come in one-on-one with Vasco. That shot's going to be blocked by Vasco. Good stick again by Vasco. Vasco now flips it out to the neutral zone to Evans. Evans coming in one-on-one with Lindsay. He's going to wait for help. Evans now. He'll walk in, give it to Vasco. Just under a minute left in this overtime period. St. John now. St. John to Evans. Evans back to St. John. St. John's going to try to cut to the net there, and a good save made by Solis. He'll cover up that rebound right before Chase Evans can get there. 38 seconds left to go in this overtime, and it's been a little bit more of a boring overtime conventionally, but both teams have had their chances, and both goalies have stand strong.
And definitely both teams being staunch on defense here, just not allowing either opposition to get past them. Scoring opportunities have been there for both sides, just not able to convert.
Vasco now picks it up in the neutral zone. Vasco tries to get through. Two men, he can't. He'll chip it back down. Hansen now. Hansen battling with St. John and Evans. Evans now has an opportunity. It's one-on-one. Save made by Soul again. Evans with a great opportunity in front, and Soul with a nice save there and covers it up with 15.8 seconds to go. And you can hear some of the fans below us yelling, call your timeout, but does not look like either team will call a timeout here. As Cal U goes with Owen St. John, Matt Lucido, and Mike Vasco. No, Harrisburg will call their timeout with 15 seconds left. It is 4-4 in the overtime period, and I'm Aaron Norkovicus with Patrick Mitchell, and we'll be right back after this short timeout.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather.
And we are back here at First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial. 15.8 seconds left to go in the overtime period. We'll have a face-off to the right of Soul, and Cal U will stick with the same three they had before the timeout of Lucido, St. John, and Vasco. And Harrisburg will go with Smith, Zabalski, and Lindsay on the other end. Smith smacks that puck out of the zone off the face-off. Vasco now will chase it down with pressure by Zabalski. Vasco finds St. John. St. John loses the puck. Uh-oh, here comes Smith. Smith has a chance. Smith shoots it. He shoots it high and wide. 2 seconds left to go in overtime, and we will be going to a shootout in this one. 4-4 after 4, and we will need a shootout. And for this being my second ever game on the mic, getting to see an overtime in the first one, now a shootout in the second one, I don't think I could ask for much more than that.
I mean, this is I've lost count this weekend how many games I've been here for, but yeah, already a couple overtime games. Now a shootout.
I'll get the start.
I've been lucky enough to see one with the Tomahawks here a few weeks ago. They were overtime winners, but now it's ACHA.
Seeing the shootout always makes me excited because this is a little bit of what I do to help our team, as usually when we go to shootouts, we are 1-2 in shootouts, unfortunately, but I usually go first, and we have moments where we're really good in the shootouts, moments where we're really bad. I've never seen Cal U or Harrisburg in the shootout, so I'm excited to see both of these teams and what they bring and who they have send out to shoot.
And the one thing I'm thinking about this is I mentioned this when I was at doing basketball for an IUP tournament, is that this is almost free film for you guys. You're here in the building. Well, most of you are here in the building. your coach on the far side in between the sin bins. This is free film for you guys for the rest of the season, as you guys will play Cal at some point later on, and most likely also in the playoffs. So should you guys go past a third period and an overtime period, be able to use this as some good note-taking.
Caleb Warfel, he shoots, he scores! Caleb Warfel, it won't count as a goal on the score sheet, but for the 4th time tonight has beat Zavola, and clearly there is something that he knows that we do not.
Talk about note-taking. You might have to ask him how to beat Zavola, as he's done, as you mentioned, 4 times, only 3 on the score sheet.
Ryan Grundon now. 2 goals in the game today. He'll come in slow. He'll take it wide. Stick handles out in front. Slow down. He scores! What a move there by Grundon as he slowed down real slow in front of Soul there, and he takes it to his backhand and gets it upstairs. Good job there by Grundon.
Yeah, went backhand, forehand, backhand, popped it top shelf as we head to the second frame of the shootout, tied at 1.
Blake Hansen now. Comes down the left side, cuts to the middle. He makes a move, and he scores! Very similar to move to what we just saw Grundon make, but only he didn't have to lift the puck. And so far, 3 shooters, 3 goals, and looks like Kyle Yu will send out Colin Nebel to shoot next. Colin Nebel, a kid that I've played with growing up, and he is very shifty hands, very good goal scorer. So Nebel now will pick it up. He'll come down the right side, cuts to the middle. He'll come in. He'll make a forehand move, and save made by Soul. And Penn State Harrisburg has the opportunity to win the game here with a goal.
I was going to mention the overtime. It's always, in my eyes, it's sometimes who's going to miss first, not necessarily make it first. Because if both shooters make it on their first attempt.
Reed Surak now. Opportunity to win the game. Comes down the right side. He's going to take a poke check made by Zavola. And the rare poke check nowadays. Good heads-up play there by Zavola. And now it's Mike Vasco versus Soul. And Vasco's got to score to keep it going. Soul can win the game here. Captain Mike Vasco. He'll pick the puck up, come down the right side. He'll make a move. He'll take a shot. No! And Soul stops him, and Penn State Harrisburg will win the game. Penn State 5, Cal U Vulcans 4. What an effort by both teams tonight. What a job by Soul. What a job by Zavola. And just a great game here to kick off our Sunday morning.
Absolutely, yeah. The Nittany Lions going up 3 goals to the good. Cal Vulcans clawing all the way back to take a 4-3 lead. Warfel ties it at 4, getting his hat trick, getting the game into overtime, past overtime into shootout. And scoring on 2 out of 3 opportunities were the Nittany Lions. That was enough to defeat the Vulcans here this afternoon. Great game from start to finish. Again, hats off to Warfel for his hat trick. Got to give him his flowers and due diligence.
And I think it's very clear to say who our star of the game would be, and that is Warfel. 3 goals in regulation, 1 in the shootout, and he was the difference maker today for Penn State Harrisburg.
Absolutely. I would definitely give him, if I could, like first and second star almost. I mean, just phenomenal game all around. I definitely think if we were able to give out second stars, I'd give it to Vasco of the Cal Vulcans, lighting up the scoring sheet 3 times, 2 assists and a goal. Gruden coming close. I mean, both goaltenders also had their sterling moments in this one. But again, the difference being the 1 goal in the shootout period that went in the way of the Penn State Ice Lions. So congrats to them on their big victory here. Thrilling game to start our Sunday.
Final score, Penn State Harrisburg Nittany Lions 5, Cal U Vulcans 4 in a shootout winner. I am Aaron Norkovicus with the UPJ Ice Cats here with Patrick Mitchell with UPJ TV. And Patrick, thank you for coming out and helping all this weekend. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who watched all the games here on TenbandTV this weekend. And we will be back very soon with PIHL hockey, right? Yep. And CHE playoffs. And we thank everybody for watching. And Have a good night, everybody.
Don't allow your opposition into the game, because we've seen these Vulcans let up some goals as they did their first game yesterday afternoon. Again, they started out.
And they score already! Penn State, Harrisburg on the first shot of the game. It's Peyton Smith. Smith reverses the puck. Zavola had no idea where it was. They wrap it around. Zavola makes a save, and another save there by Zavola on Jacob Huang. McConchy now goes through the zone. Good stick there by Evans. Oh, and a great save by Zavola, and it's in front. It's still loose. They score! Number 44. Gets that puck down back below the goal line, and Ball picks it up. He tries to go up the same wall. He can't get it up, and Zavola will take that shot and cover it up with ease. We saw yesterday with how good that lineup played, of that combination of him, Chase Evans, and Ivan Minkulich. They were just absolutely dominant last night. They score again! Penn State, Harrisburg is able to get another goal. Caillou switching up this power play look here with Cole Evans instead of Hunter Hodgson on power play. Lacido now, he takes a shot, he scores! Matt Lacido on the first shot of the power play takes the shot and gets it over the glove of Soul. That shot gets tipped up over the net. Cole Evans now, he gets tripped up, and we will have another penalty here, and Caillou's going back to the power play. This ever so dangerous Caillou power. Hanson now, he tries to work to the front. Good play there by Vasco to knock away. That shot, glove save by Zavola, and a little bit of pizzazz with the windmill there. On this Caillou power plays, Vasco will pick it up. He'll try to skate through the neutral zone. He finds Nebel. Nebel streaking into the zone. He has a chance to cut to the lane here, and Vasco scores! Mike Vasco on the power play with 3 seconds left. They can't find it. Cooley now, he goes to Sarakowski. What a save by Soul. Zambrowski again. His shot gets through. Save made again by Soul, and he covers that one up. Oh! He goes back to Vasco, who finds Lacido. Lacido to Gruden. Gruden scores! Bar down, and we have tie game. Grundon, his third goal of the weekend, 2 yesterday, 1 now. Bar down, what a shot. His shot put on net, great save made by Zavola, and Vasco dumps the captain Zavolski, and they're gonna call Vasco for this. And Penn State Harrisburg is gonna get their first power play of the game as Vasco. Oh, Zamboski, he has Mankulich on the far side. Mankulich coming in one-on-one. His shot, his save. What a goal! No, it's in! It's Grundon again, his second of the game. His fourth of the weekend off the pass-off pads from Mankulich. And this duo finds the back of the net again. He's gonna send it out to his own blue line there. And here comes Penn State the other way. Chance here for Penn State, off the crossbar!
You're just wasting time clearing. If you can't successfully clear outside of a dump pass, you got to fix something defensively.
Harrisburg with a chance. Good save there made by Zavola. May have been the best chance Harrisburg has had in this period. Lacido now. Harrisburg moving through the zone. He'll take a shot. Save made and covered by Zavola. And we've seen Zavola will knock the net off and put it back on himself. You don't really see goalies do that very often. Here comes Evans. Offsides by Levander. Finds Yothers. Ball will move it up to Kopalski. Kopalski will throw that on net, and Sewell will just glove it and take the whistle with 4:12. Kopalski tries to chip it past the defenseman. He can't. Puck comes back out. Oh, here comes a chance for Harrisburg. And he scores again! It's Warfel, his third of the game. 4:06, 4-4. Will Evans now. He walks in. He takes a shot. Stick save made by Soul. And that puck is sitting there, and Soul covers it up. And Harrisburg find Huang. Huang gets that puck poked off him by Grundon. Grundon now with a chance. He might have an opportunity here. His shot off the crossbar and out of play. Grundon with a great poke check, great move, and a great shot. Just cannot beat the iron. Coolidge falls down. Smith with an opportunity. Vasco falls down. Smith again. Oh, good stick by Vasco even after falling down. And Zavola will cover up that puck. Vasco wanted the... Neville comes in one-on-one with Lindsay. Good stick there by Lindsay. Nebel crashes hard into the wall. Uh-oh, here's a chance for Cal U. It's a 3-on-1. Warfel, Zabalski, and Lindsay. Warfel walks in. He takes a shot. Save made by Zavola. And now Lucido might have an opportunity for Cal U. He'll get that puck over to Tiernan on the far side, who takes it into the Harrisburg zone. Tiernan with a nice little spin move there. His shot just goes wide. Evans back to St. John. St. John's going to try to cut to the net there, and a good save made by Solis. He'll cover up that rebound right before Chase Evans can get there. He can't. He'll chip it back down. Hansen now. Hansen battling with St. John and Evans. Evans now has an opportunity. It's one-on-one. Save made by Sol again.
This has some good note-taking.
Caleb Warfel, he shoots, he scores! Caleb Warfel, it won't count as a goal on the score sheet, but for the fourth time, he'll come in slow, he'll take it wide. Stick handles out in front, slow down, he scores! What a move there by Grundon as he slowed. Blake Hansen now. Comes down the left side, cuts to the middle. He makes a move and he scores! Very similar to move to what we just saw Grundon make. But now we'll pick it up, he'll come down the right side, cuts to the middle. He'll come in. He'll make a forehand move and save made by Sol. And Penn State Harrisburg
making on their first attempt.
Reed Surak now. Opportunity to win the game. Comes down the right side. He's going to take a poke check made by Zavola. Mike Vasco. He'll pick the puck up, come down the right side. He'll make a move. He'll take a shot. No! And Sol stops him in Penn State Harrisburg. And a shootout winner. I am Aaron Norgovigas with the UPJ Ice Cats here with Patrick Mitchell with UPJ TV. And Patrick, thank you for coming out and helping all this weekend. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who watched all the games here on TenbandTV this weekend.